Hi, I'm Tim. This is the sixth in a series of lessons that will help you learn how to play blues guitar. In this lesson, we'll focus on a few techniques that'll give you some more expressive options when you play blues solos and riffs. First, we'll look at two related techniques, hammer-ons and pull-offs. Both involve playing notes without picking the string, and both can add some variety to your playing. Second, we'll learn about slides, playing notes by moving your finger up and down the fretboard without picking. This can give your playing greater feeling and expression. Then we'll learn some new licks that you can use for soloing in the play chapter of this lesson. Before you start playing, make sure your guitar is in tune using the built-in tuner in GarageBand. You've probably heard many guitarists play hammer-ons because they're used in almost every style of guitar playing. This is what they sound like. You play a hammer-on by picking a note, then fretting a note higher on the string without picking the string again. The force of your fretting finger makes the note sound without picking. Try playing a hammer-on the fourth string. Start by playing G with your first finger at the 5th fret. Pick that note, and while it's ringing, press down with your third finger 2 frets higher to play an A. Let's try that a few times. To get the hammer-on to sound strong and clear, press your finger down on the string quickly and with some force. If you don't hammer the note quickly enough, you'll mute the string before you've pushed it all the way to the fretboard. So try to drop your finger onto the string quickly and with some strength. Here's the E minor pentatonic scale in open position using hammer-ons for the fretted notes. Now play it with me. 3, 4. Pick, hammer, pick, hammer, pick, hammer, pick, hammer, pick, hammer, pick, hammer. Here's the same thing with the A minor pentatonic scale at the 5th fret. Play it with me, starting with your first finger at the 5th fret of the 6th string. 3, 4. Pick, hammer, pick, hammer, pick, hammer, pick, hammer, pick, hammer, pick, hammer. You can practice more hammer-ons using the exercises in the practice chapter of this lesson. Pull-offs are like hammer-ons, but in the opposite direction. Instead of picking a lower note and hammering on with a higher note, with a pull-off, you start with the higher note, then pull your finger off the string to sound the lower note. They sound like this. When you play a pull-off, it's important to have your finger in place on the lower fret before you pull off of the higher note. Try a pull-off starting with your third finger on A at the 7th fret of the 4th string. Put your first finger on the 5th fret G below the A, then pull off your third finger to sound the G. Play that with me a few times. Like hammer-ons, you want to move your finger quickly so that the lower note sounds clear. If you pull it off too slowly, the lower note will sound muted or weak. Here's the open position E minor pentatonic scale again, but this time starting on the first string and going down using pull-offs. Play it with me starting with your third finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. 3, 4. Pick, pull, pick, pull, pick, pull, pick, pull, pick, pull, pick, pull. Now here's the same thing with the G minor pentatonic scale at the 3rd fret. For each pull-off, your finger needs to be in place before you pull off the higher note, or the lower note won't sound. Play it with me, starting with your fourth finger on the 6th fret of the first string. 3, 4. You can practice more pull-offs with the exercises in the practice chapter of this lesson. Sliding is one of the simplest techniques you can use in your solos and riffs, but it can add a lot of expression to your playing. Here's a riff with some slides. To slide, you pick a note, then without lifting your fretting finger off the fretboard, you slide it up or down to the next note you want to play. Start by playing an E with your third finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and slide up to G on the 8th fret. Now start on G on the 8th fret and slide down to E on the 5th fret. You can also slide up to a note and then slide back down to the first note. Let's start on E with our first finger at the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and slide up to G on the 8th fret, then right back down to the E again without picking the string. Play that with me a few times. The licks in this lesson use slides along with hammer-ons and pull-offs, so you can see how these techniques can add to your solos and riffs. The first lick we'll learn is in the key of E. It goes like this. This lick uses notes from the E minor pentatonic scale on or above the 12th fret. The first phrase of the lick starts with your first finger on B at the 12th fret of the 2nd string. Slide your first finger up 3 frets to D at the 15th fret. With your third finger, play E at the 17th fret. Then play G at the 17th fret of the 4th string. Let's play just that much a few times. 3, 4. The second phrase of this lick starts with the same slide from B up to D on the 2nd string. Play the D again, then hammer on to the E at the 17th fret and give it some vibrato. Let's play that part a few times. 2, 3. Now let's put the two parts together. 3, 4. You can extend this lick by repeating it and changing the ending the second time, like this. Everything stays the same except that at the end of the second phrase, you go from E on the 17th fret of the 2nd string to G on the 15th fret of the 1st string, then give it a little bend. Let's play the lick a few times with this alternate ending. 3, 4. If you put these two versions together, you have a longer and more interesting lick that will work nicely over the 1 and 4 chords in the first 8 bars of the 12-bar blues in E. The second lick is also in the key of E. It sounds like this. To play the first phrase, start on E with your 4th finger at the 17th fret of the 2nd string. Without playing or moving your 4th finger, put your 2nd finger at D on the 15th fret, then do a pull-off to the D. Now cross with your 3rd finger to B at the 16th fret of the 3rd string, and then slide your 3rd finger down to A at the 14th fret. With your 1st finger, play G at the 12th fret of the 3rd string, then play E at the 14th fret of the 4th string with your 3rd finger. Let's try that much. 3, 4. 3, 4. The second phrase of this lick uses some double stops, where you play 2 notes at once. Start with your 3rd finger barring the 2nd and 3rd strings at the 14th fret to play the notes A and C sharp. Then with your 3rd finger, play E at the 14th fret of the 4th string. Play a double stop by barring across the 2nd and 3rd strings at the 12th fret with your 1st finger. Then slide the double stop down the neck to finish. Let's try playing those 2 phrases together. 3, 4. This lick will work well for the 9th and 10th measures of the 12-bar blues in E, over the 5 and 4 chord. This last lick is a bit more challenging. It's in the style of the legendary blues guitarist Stevie Ray Vaughan. We'll stay in the key of E. Here's the lick. The lick starts with a quick phrase that goes like this. Begin with your 1st finger barring the 1st and 2nd strings at the 12th fret, but don't play yet. First, play A at the 14th fret of the 3rd string with your 3rd finger, and bend it up a whole step to B. While the B is still ringing, play the notes you're barring with your 1st finger, B on the 2nd string to E on the 1st string. Finish the phrase with your 4th finger playing G on the 15th fret of the 1st string, then bend that note up just a little. Let's play that a few times. 2, 3. From there, we'll walk down a slightly altered version of the E minor pentatonic scale, like this. Start with your 1st finger on E at the 12th fret of the 1st string. Then with your 4th finger, play D at the 15th fret of the 2nd string. Then down to B at the 12th fret with your 1st finger. Now put your 4th finger on the 15th fret of the 3rd string to play B flat. This note isn't part of the E minor pentatonic scale, but it's part of the blues scale that you'll learn more about in Lesson 7. Then play A on the 14th fret with your 3rd finger, G on the 12th fret with your 1st finger. Finish walking down the scale by playing the root E with your 3rd finger on the 14th fret of the 4th string. Let's try walking down those notes a few times. 4, 1. The ending of the lick sounds like this. You play a simple double stop at the 12th fret on the second and third string with your first finger. Then play the root E at the 14th fret of the 4th string with your third finger. Now put the whole lick together, starting with the quick beginning phrase, then the walk down part, then the double stop phrase. Play it with me a few times. 1, 2, 3. This lick works nicely over the last 2 bars of the 12-bar blues in E. You can keep practicing these licks in the practice chapter of this lesson. And when you're ready, you can use them together with the E minor pentatonic scale to play a solo over the 12-bar blues in E in the play chapter of this lesson. I hope you have fun. Let's play the E minor pentatonic scale in open position going up using hammer-ons for the fretted notes, like this. Play it with me, starting with the open 6th string E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Let's play it again using a shuffle feel, playing each note up and back 2 times like this. Play it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Now let's play the A minor pentatonic scale at the 5th fret going up using hammer-ons. Play it with me, starting with your first finger on the 5th fret of the 6th string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Let's play that again using a shuffle feel, playing each note on each string up and back 2 times. 2, 3, 4. Again. Let's play the E minor pentatonic scale in open position coming down using pull-offs like this. Play it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. This time play it with a shuffle feel, playing each note down and up 2 times like this. Play it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Now let's play the G minor pentatonic scale at the 3rd fret, coming down using pull-offs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Let's play that using a shuffle feel, playing each note twice as we did before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Now let's try another exercise, this time with the A minor pentatonic scale using a shuffle eighths feel. Starting on the 1st string, we'll play 2 hammer-ons, then 2 pull-offs on each string, like this. Then on to the 2nd string. And so on down to the 6th string. When we get down to the 6th string, A, we'll go back up the scale like this. All the way up to the 1st string. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's play an exercise with the A minor pentatonic scale using slides, starting on the 1st string. On each string, we'll slide up, then back down, to play the notes on that string. On the 2nd string, we'll do the same. And so on down to the 6th string. Let's give that a try. Now let's try the A minor pentatonic a similar way, but this time we'll start on the high note for each string, slide down to the lower note, then slide back up. Start on the 8th fret of the 1st string with your 4th finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try a few other slide techniques that can add some character to your playing. The first is a trademark of the great blues guitarist B.B. King. He often does a quick slide off of a high root note like this. The trick to playing this kind of slide is to start it at the same time you pick the note and to release the pressure on the string as you slide down the neck, so the slide trails off as your finger moves down. Let's try it a few times from the A at the 17th fret on the 1st string. Another classic use of slides is to slide a double stop into a triplet rhythm like this. Use your 1st finger to bar a double stop at the 4th fret, and slide up 1 fret and play 3 downstrokes. Repeat that 3 more times. Finish with a double stop slide from the 4th to the 5th fret on the 2nd and 3rd string, and end on the root at the 4th string at the 7th fret. Let's play that a few times. 3, 4. Again. The last slide technique we'll practice involves sliding into a note, then without picking again, bending the note up a whole step, like this. Try that with your third finger sliding up to the G at the 12th fret, then bending up a whole step to A. Let's play that a few times. Let's try playing the first lead lick with the ending on E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's play it with the altered ending using the bent note G. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the play chapter of this lesson, the song will use this lick over the first 8 bars of the 12-bar blues progression. Let's play the second lead lick at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the play chapter, the song will use this lick over the 5 and 4 chords at bars 9 and 10 of the progression. Let's play the third lead lick that goes like this. We'll play it 4 times at a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3. In the play chapter, the song will use this lick over bars 11 and 12 of the progression. Blues and jazz musicians often call the melody that opens and closes a song the head. We'll use the first lick for the first 8 bars of the progression, then play the second lick for bars 9 and 10, and finish with the third lick on the last 2 bars of the progression. Together, these licks will be the head of the song. After the head, we'll play through 4 cycles of the 12-bar blues, so you can create a solo with the licks you've learned and the notes of the E minor pentatonic scale. During your solo, I'll be playing the rhythm guitar part, then we'll finish with the head one last time.